So guys, let's begin now. So I think in the last session, we have started the portfolio analysis. Basically, portfolio analysis will guide you to the company about how the company can actually earn the return or best return out of it by using their corporate strategies, we can say. Now, this corporate strategy basically will come under, there are two different type of, you could say, strategy which the company may use in order to, you could say, maintain their portfolio. Okay. Now, in this case, we have two matrices, BCG, which stand for Boston Consulting Group matrices, and second one is called GE, that is General Electric Business Screen. Okay. Now, when I'm just talking about this BCG matrices basically nothing but in order to, you could say, ensure a particular company to have a long-term association or long-term growth, the company always want to, you could say, achieve high growth when it's come to their production level. BCG matrices can actually guide you about what are the company's priorities, how the company can design their portfolio. So in order to achieve the competitive strength, the company always need to focus on two major important parameters. One is called your market share. Second is called your market growth. I'm repeating once again. One is called market share and second is called market growth. Okay. Now, definitely these two terms having some different perspective. When I'm just talking about the market share, that is about the relative position of the company in the market. When we talk about market share, we are talking about the relative position of the company in the market and when it's come to its comparison. And when I'm just talking about the growth rate, nothing but basically the growth of the company in the industry. Growth of the company in the industry. Now, when we discuss about this particular point about relative market share, it means that we are comparing the company's market share with the past, I mean the percentage change in the growth of the company. Okay, guys? So relative market share means we are talking about in the perspective of the competition. And second, we talk about the industry, you could say growth rate. This is basically more associated with the company's growth rate. Okay. Now, these particular matrices are categorized under four basic parameters. Okay, you can see that because if I'll show diagram directly, this is basically the BCG matrice all about. On the right, on the x-axis, you can see that we have a market share. And on the y-axis, we have the growth rate. Growth rate in terms of percentage and you could say market share in terms of company's competitive position in the market. Okay. Now, definitely we need to segregate these two important ideas behind that. Okay. Now, when I'm just talking about the important terms, which actually talks of the market share. What is market share? Means whenever we talk about a particular company's product, how that particular product would be acceptable by the customer in the market. That is called the market share. And when it's come to market growth, when it's come to its profitability as well, or you can say business growth in large. Okay. So as you can see that there are four basic phenomena it is mentioned over here. Dog, question mark, star, and cash cow. Dog, question mark, stars, and cash cow. Now, what exactly do you mean by that? Okay. Now, when I'm just talking about BCG matrices, the first thing comes in the picture that is about the question mark stage. Now, definitely, if you can see that right now, question mark stage is basically stage when the company having high market share, and company having high market growth opportunities. High market growth opportunities means whenever a particular company is investing into that particular business, a particular company want to enter into the business, definitely the question mark is a stage where the company's position is very, very good and company's growth rate is also good. You can just see this paragraph first of all. Question mark stage is called the problem children on wildcats. Are new product with the potential for a success, but they need a lot of cash for development. If such a product is to gain enough market share to become market leader, thus a star, money must have to taken from more mature product and spent on the question mark. Now, what does it mean exactly? Just try to understand, guys, because whenever a particular company launch their new product, they have to advertise a lot in order to, you could say, grab the attention of the market player, or you could say customer, we can say. Okay, that is the question mark stage, because whenever a particular new product is launched, you always need to give a lot of focus irrespective of the existing product that the company is launching. That is basically called the question mark stage. This stage is very, very important, because if the product is successful, the product will move to star stage. But if it is not, if the product gets failed, it will move to the dog stage. Okay, so a particular new product may move from question mark to star or question mark to dog, depends on the success factor or the acceptability of the product in the market. Okay, like if I'll just take few examples over here when it's come to a particular product who move from question mark to star. Any example, please? Any product which is initiated by the company and that become a success, grand success, and some product which got failed in the market as well. Yes, students. I hope so you understood what is question mark, everyone. Nykaa is basically question mark to star, Ruchika. Thank you, very good. Byju's question mark to star. Nano question mark to dog. Very good. Arun? Problem occur. No. Another example, please. Topper, yes. See, basically, guys, try to understand always when I'm just talking about question mark stage basically always talks about, if I'll just write it down over here. When we talk about the question mark stage, means we are talking about companies high growth and low market share. Guys, try to understand, guys, because this is the point. Let me just enter the text over here. This is a stage basically which talks about high growth. This is the stage we can say it talks about lower growth, LG. This is the stage we talk about the lower market share, LMS. So that is basically LMS, low market share, and this is high market share. Okay. Now, when I'm just talking about this particular stage, means a particular question mark is always having high growth opportunity, means that particular market is very fantastic. You can grow like anything, but whether the product do have that spark available, that charm available, that a particular individual will accept those products. The example of Nykaa, I think, which is given by Ruchika, I think. Yeah, that is the best example, like how a particular product can move from question mark to star. Okay. In this case, a particular product may move to question mark to dog as well if the product is not acceptable by the customers. So guys, try to understand. Question mark is a stage where there is a huge market opportunities for the product, but low market share because the company is not recognized, or I could say the brand equity is not there. That is called high growth and low market share. Okay. Now, when I'm just talking about the Anubhav, what is your query? Pattern is not. Can you please unmute yourself? I think raise your hand, please. We'll discuss what exactly the doubt. Yes, Anubhav, tell me.
Sir, actually, what you are explaining right now is my question. I didn't understood the level that you are explaining, high growth and low market share. What is the proportion we are having in each of the segment? Like question mark, I thought that the product is our question mark, and it is gaining its market share as a star. And if it flops in the market, it is dogs.
Yes.
Is it so?
Yeah. Yes, you understood completely right.
Okay, and what are the cash cows, sir?
I'll explain. I just move only to question mark.
Okay.
Just let me give some time. Okay, once I complete this, still if you have any query, just let me know. We'll discuss. Okay.
Sure, sir.
So guys, try to understand when I'm just talking about the question mark stage, means the high growth stage and low market share stage. It means that the growth in the industry is very, very high. But whether the company recognizable like the Nika did actually, what the Paytm did actually, what Nano did actually, moving from question mark to dog. Okay. In this particular stage, first of all, try to understand the company has to invest a lot. Company has to invest a lot. Okay. And that investment is very, very important because they want to promote the product like anything. Okay. Like recent example of post pay during ICICI T20 World Cup. Very intense advertisement, but still the product is not recognized in the market. That is question mark to dog. And no one knows post pay as of now. Are you getting my point, guys? The post pay application. Clear? That is a question mark stage, guys. Because in order to move from question mark to star, you need to invest a lot. If you can see this paragraph as well. Money must be taken from more mature product and spent at the question mark. This is a fish or cut bait. This is an in which the management must decide if the business is worth in the investment needed or not. Yes, Google Drive may be a very good example. Yes. Sure, guys. Shall we move to the star stage now? Star stage. Star stage, nothing but basically, your particular new product is now acceptable by the customer. Now it is moving to the next stage. The next stage is we'll talk about high growth and high market share. The next stage talk about high growth and high market share. Means the product is recognizable, the product is accepted by the companies, and this is a stage where the company can earn higher revenues. The company can have the higher net cash inflow. Okay, but important thing is that in order to sustain into the star market, you need to upgrade your product. Like what actually happening with Apple right now. Apple is definitely moved from question mark to star. Apple basically belong to a star stage where they are earning like anything when it's come to their laptops or all the ranges which they are providing in the market, because they have the higher growth and higher market share. They are earning like anything right now. Okay, but important thing is that in order to sustain even the star stage where the company having very handsome profits, very good, very recognizable product in the market, but yes, definitely YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, is all are in the star age right now. Yes, OnePlus, I can say in cash cow might be, but comparatively, definitely we can say Reliance definitely comes under this. Netflix is in the star stage right now. Okay, Tesla definitely is in the star stage right now. Maruti Suzuki in India, we can say it's in the star stage right now. See, guys, try to understand. Any company can move from star to cash or cash to star. They will sustain into star if they will upgrade themselves. Okay, if they will upgrade themselves on a continuous basis. They have to improve their content. Okay, they have to, like being a faculty, if I'm talking right now, if I would be the one who is in the star stage right now, who is very good in explanation, I have very good knowledge, but I will sustain in the industry only when I'll upgrade my knowledge. Otherwise, I'll move to cash cow or in the question mark as well. See, guys, try to understand. A product may move from question mark to star, star to cash, star to question, question dog as well. It's a complete cycle. Important thing is that the sustainability of the product in the market. So high growth, star is basically high growth and high market share. And they are the leaders in the market. Make sure, guys, they are the leaders in the market. If you can see this slide back. Peak of their product life cycle and are able to generate enough cash to maintain their high share of market, usually contribute to company's profitability. Guys, clear? Now, sometimes what happens if the company is recognized, like it happens with Apple as well. Because when the people were very, you could say, bored with the product of Apple, it's very same thing they are providing in the market since long. Now, what the people want? They want that the particular Apple has moved from star to cash cow. Now, what is star to cash cow? First of all, that we need to understand. Okay. Star to cash cow is basically a stage where we have the low growth, and high market share. Low growth means what? the product sales has reduced slightly, but still the company is in the high market share. They have a very good market reputations. Okay. Now, in this cash cow stage, try to understand, guys, the company is generating profit, company is generating cash, but because of the low growth, they have to keep in mind, they have to focus on a lot of research and development because they need to upgrade themselves. They need to innovate themselves in order to sustain, like what the Maruti did actually when they opened up Nexa in India. Okay, this is a very, very basic example I'm just talking right now. How this particular companies can move from star to cash cow, start to question to dog. Okay, now when it comes to the very last point, when it's come to dog stage now, the dog stage is low growth and low market share. Low growth and low market share. I mean, in this stage, basically, it is become a headache for the company because the company always need to avoid they have to aware that either they need to close the product or stop producing the product, like Nano actually happened with Nano actually. Okay, because in this stage, either the product will come out of the market or they have to improve something in order to grab back. Like it happened with Nokia as well. Nokia was star, they moved to question mark, they moved to dog, and then now they liquidate in the market. Nokia is again one of the example in this case. Motorola, yes, very good example. Dog stage. What else? G plus. Okay. Because guys, try to understand this BCG matrices. Yes, Lava mobile phone. BCG matrices will help you understand about strategy mistakes which the company has committed. They have to fit in all that. What sort of, we could say, strategy they need to opt. Where the company is. Orkut, definitely. Yes, very good example, Adam. Orkut, yes. What else, guys? Yeah, we can say. Bajaj scooter, flat, Asus. Yes. A lot of example. Guys, try to understand. I hope so you understand what exactly I want to communicate with the help of this BCG matrices. Try to understand BCG matrices is one of the most important topic of the syllabus in strategic management, because even though you belongs to academics or not, but this BCG matrices will help to each and every individual at personal level, at professional level, at business level as well. Okay, so try to understand, guys, because I hope so this is thoroughly clear to everyone. And I want all of you to at least go through with this topic in detail. Clear, guys? I think BCG matrices. Sure. Next one is GE matrices. Okay, it's very similar to that only. Now, basically, GE matrices, it is being actually derived by General Electric in the assistance with McKinsey and Company. GE matrices is basically depicted in basically nine, you could say nine matrices. And GE matrices basically works on industry attractiveness, which includes market growth, industry profitability, size, pricing, and all the possible opportunity and threats of the company. Okay, now in this particular GE matrices, basically we will discuss in detail about what the GE matrices is all about. You can see that on y-axis we have industry attractiveness, and on the x-axis we have the business strength or competitive position. Okay, now similarly, like what we discussed in the 4 block, see, limitation of BCG, there is no such limitations which I can say exactly, because it is a most practical way how we can understand the scenario of a particular company's product and its journey in the market, and according to that, the company can strategize their business.